Good morning. Welcome to Circle of Alchemy Sisters. I am Deidre. I am here with my beautiful co-host, Christy Lynn. We are bringing in a new being, a Lyran being, a male that's going to talk about our next level of, I guess...
Ascension? Evolution?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did a personal channel for myself. Now, I used to do these all the time. I used to sit in front of a video camera and like channel my personal team and just to like get an update, I guess, on my energetic life and what I'm doing. I don't do them anymore because I just like to live life according to like my intuition and how I'm feeling. But I needed some extra TLC. We do have all of these planets all in Aries. I just had a birthday. We had a full moon. Like, there was a lot of things going on. So I needed my team to give me some extra TLC. So I asked them to come through. I recorded myself channeling my team. And they mentioned the podcast. And they mentioned that we would be channeling about the astrology today, and that we would also be channeling a new entity. We were going to have a new guest here, and that we were also going to be talking about stepping into your power and how painful it can be.
Right.
And boy, do I feel that.
Yes.
You know, stepping into your power it sounds beautiful, right? And it is beautiful. Essentially, it's beautiful because like you're stepping into the woman or the man or the being, whoever you are, you're stepping into the person that you always were supposed to be. It's so beautiful. But stepping into the person that you're always supposed to be kind of takes other things, people, places, and things out of your life because you're not matching vibrational codes anymore, right? Once we head up to a level, once we ascend to another level, like here's a lesson, we learn this lesson, boop, we go up to the next level, just like a video game, right? The stuff from the old programming, the stuff from the old life, it's not going to hold or ring true as much as it did anymore because now you're on a new level. That old level is played out, right? We wore it out. And so it's like the longer you it's like the things that you're feeling and thinking that you're like, Nope, that's not true. That's not true. Nope, you're just paranoid. I'm just emotional. Like, it's all the things that you're like, nope, nope, I don't want to think about that. That's not it. And, your ascension is saying, no, that's it. That is it. That's the thing that you have to say. That's the thing that you have to let go of. That's the thing that you have to release. Those are the things that you have to do, right? And the longer you don't recognize that needs to happen, the longer it's going to feel, oh God, they're trying to give me the feeling and I already know it. It's that, that feeling, you know, like, you know when things are not aligned with you.
Right.
You feel it, right? Your body literally feels misalignment. So I am going to bring up something that I learned last week. I was channeling and I learned that, okay, now how did I say it? It was at frequency?
Yes, alignment.
Okay. Alignment. Okay, so it's like alignment is this, okay? You're in alignment. This is frequency. Right? So you can be aligned with someone in this big space. Alignment is a big space. It's forgiving, right? Alignment is forgiving. There's a lot of room in alignment. Frequency, not so much, right? So you can be aligned with someone, but out of frequency with someone. Okay, so it's like you have to figure out how to fine tune that frequency and get back into the frequency before the complete alignment moves away.
Right.
Right? So it's just like seeing this is alignment and this is frequency. Alignment's going to move. Alignment's going to move. The frequency, can it catch up and stay with the alignment, right? All the work that you're doing, all the manifestations that you're doing, all the awareness that you're having, like all of these advanced tools that you are using that have been brought to you by the higher information learning crew, your soul, whatever, you're now using them, right? And now we're in the fire horse year. So things that would have maybe been okay to stay in your life before for a longer amount of time, now it's like, oh, I moved through that really freaking quick, and now I'm not aligned with that at all, right? And the longer we stay in it, the longer our bodies are gonna feel that this is not aligned, right? This is not aligned. So I might like get nauseous, or I might feel anxiety. I might feel tension. I might have sore shoulders and a neck from carrying all of this stuff that I'm just keeping in because I know that I'm out of alignment. I know that this frequency and this alignment is not for me anymore, but I don't want to move yet. You know, I don't want to move. And our bodies and our egos are being very stubborn. And we know that stepping into our full power is going to be the best thing for literally everything and everyone in the situation. The more you step into your power, the more authenticity that you are feeling and living, the better it is for everyone around you. So like us healing ourselves and stepping into our power, even though it may push certain energies out of our lives, it really is the best for everyone, right? So okay, that was a fun lesson to start it off with. And now my mind is completely blank. So that lesson needed to come through right off the bat. Right now they're bringing up astrology, okay? So they're saying like, you humans, like you have no idea, right? You have no idea how well you are handling all the energetics, right? And they're saying it's been 1,800 years since this alignment or something like this has happened. So not one of you humans has ever experienced the astrological energies that are happening right now, okay? So let's give yourself a little grace. You literally have never felt this before. You've never felt this in your human life, in your human existence as who we are right now. Deidre's never felt this. Christy's never felt this. If you were alive 1,800 years ago and you lived on Earth, then it might feel familiar to you. You might say, woo, I remember this feeling. My friend Sam, I was talking to her this morning, and that's what she said. I feel this is very familiar to me. I feel like I've lived it before, and I was like, girl, it does not feel familiar to me at all. I am like, what the fuck is going on, right? I felt so strong, and I felt so powerful, and I felt like, and all of a sudden, I'm just like, I don't know where to go, and I don't know what to do, and my feelings are so confusing because they are like literally changing, like, because we're ascended beings, right? Because we're stepping into our power, because we have all this awareness, because we are literally changing and evolving with the astros. It's like we're boop, 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 like timeline jumping all over the place, because that's what tower moments do, right? We're being presented with tower moment after tower moment after tower moment after tower moment, and each one that you say like, boom, got it. Right? I kick that tower down. I'm standing on top of it. I hop to the next tower. Boom. That one falls down. Like a video game, right? We like boop, 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 boop. Our lives change with each timeline jump that we make. So if your life is feeling completely chaotic and you don't know what's going on, it's because you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing. Right? Do you feel that?
I do feel that. I want to share something while we're on this topic. Over the weekend, we were at an event, and it started off okay, and then a rainstorm hit, and I'm in a tent that gets flooded. It's flooding on me, and I'm laying in the bed. I mean, it's at 8:00 at night, and we're going to sleep, and the rain's just coming in. It's flooding everything, and I remember just sitting up, and I just looked at my husband, and I gave him this look, and I said, never fucking again. But I stayed in the tent and we slept the rest of the night. But I woke up, my mood is all chaotic. My energy is chaotic. I'm standing by the campfire. I'm wet. It's humid, so I'm sticky. My hair looks like a poodle. And I remember I'm drinking my coffee and I'm like, I need to get my shit together. I feel out of control. I feel like a mess. Nothing is working out right now. Everything, it's like the universe came in and just shook up the place, and now I'm stuck in this
You needed
chaotic
the timeline
energy.
jump.
And I remember the rain kept coming, and we moved from the tent into the trailer. So we're in the trailer. All of our stuff is in disarray. We have ants all over the place. The floor is muddy. And I said, I have never felt so out of control of my circumstances, of my life. And I'm like, anybody who knows me knows I'm a control freak. Anybody who knows me knows I would be screaming and cussing, and I would just be throwing the biggest fit. But instead, I got the broom in my hand and I'm sweeping out the campfire, and I said, I see you, universe. I see what you're doing to me. And I am controlling myself. I am aware of my emotions. I am aware of my strengths, of my weaknesses, and I know that this is good for me. And I'm just sweeping out all of the dirt out of the trailer. And Kevin's like, you're doing a great job.
Yeah.
And I said, if you knew who I was before, you'd be giving me a hug right now. You'd be like congratulating me, like, because I knew that I was handling myself in the best way, in the most healthiest way, because I know where I've come from. And so that's just a little bit of a,
the universe showing you, I mean, how far you've come. Like, that was a tower moment. You could have reacted the same way you always did before, or you could have said, okay, universe, I'll just clean up this mess. It's not a big deal. Like, you needed to make a little mess. Show me who I really am. Thank you so much. Now let me clean this up, right? Yeah. I got you, girl. I got you. So, yeah, that is what's going on. Today is, what is it, the 16th? Yeah, and I think there's like 9 planets in Aries. Now, we all have Aries in our chart somewhere. We all have these 9 planets. They're all in our chart somewhere, okay? So, like, it's not just like me who's an Aries getting affected. It's not just you. Like, it's literally the entire Earth is being affected, and some of the cosmos, because again, they don't just shine down on Earth. Like, the energy's going everywhere. You know, they're made specifically to go to Earth, but those energies bounce off Earth and they go everywhere in the cosmos. So, like, us little Earthlings, we are not the only ones even going through this planetary alignment. There are other species going through the alignment from all the energy that all of the planets are throwing off to not just our solar system and our universe, but the other ones out there. So literally, this is a big one. Yeah. Right? It's a big one. I've never actually channeled that astrology doesn't just affect Earth.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It must be a really big one if it's affecting not just Earth, but others.
That's cool. That's cool.
It is cool that we're not alone, right? We're not alone. Okay, so I'm just gonna focus in and see what's coming for us. Okay, now I do feel a male-esque. Now, the Lyrans always show me as lions, right? I know that there's a bunch of different races from Lyra, but the ones that are coming to me and have spoken to me, they all seem to be the sort of lion people that we see from Lyra. Okay, so, and I have spoken to one male Lyran who calls himself
King Leon.
King Leon, yes, he's very powerful and very regal. And then we have channeled a female also, but this one feels a little different. This one, whereas King Leon is dressed in very royal red garb, I feel green. This Lyran is showing me with green. He has green on, and he's very kind of It feels maybe shy, but I think it's gentle. It feels very gentle, which is so funny because that's what I've been manifesting into my life is gentleness. So we're just going to come in and see what he has to say. And I don't know how he's going to talk to me. I don't know if I'm going to direct channel or if I'm just going to translate what he's saying. So let's get in there. Yes, Christy, thank you for accepting my energetic systems into your systems. We are here today as a collective just to mention that we are very proud of the things that you have taken on as a human race. You did not have to do this. You did not have to accept the mission to be starseeds. You did not have to accept the mission to come in and raise the awareness and raise the light codes and all the things that humanity is being asked to do, all the chaos that it is creating, because you do know that all the good that you are bringing into this planet is the reason for all of the chaos. You are doing the job. You are doing the work that you came here to do. You came here to raise the vibrations on this planet, and unless the vibrations on this planet were raised, the chaos would not have ensued. So you are doing exactly what you came here to do, and I, for one, want to say I am so extremely proud and I am grateful to be partnered with he's saying the Galactic Federation in the Project Earth community, learning how to communicate with the humans and teaching them how to express themselves fully and authentically, but also remaining very grounded while doing it. Now, the reason that I have been called in is because we have spoke of this before. We are the next phase. So whereas you have been teaching people what to do when they wake up, we are now awakened out of the matrix and we are learning how to survive outside of the matrix, sort of the ABCs, the kindergarten version of how to wake up, very important. Now we are moving on to the next level of what to do when we are in this space of I am awakened, I am aware, and I am moving forward. We are going to sort of kick it up a notch, if that is okay. So we are going to bring in the term what is called quantum physics. Quantum physics says what you are, you will experience. What you vibrate at is what you will live in. Now that you are completely aware of this, it is now time to figure out how to get yourself to that elevated spot where the threads, the roots, cannot be shaken. We are standing strong in our evolution. We are standing strong and we are feeling confident. We know that we were the original, the ones who came here to stand strong and usher in the next era of light workers. So we now are living in a time of I cannot be shaken. I am grounded. I know myself. I know my power. I know where I came from. I know who I am. I know what I love. I know what my joy is. I know what my passions are. I know me. I know me, and I am standing strong in who I am, and I am setting examples for those who may not know. And we do also want to remind you that it is painful. It is painful stepping into the you that you always should have been, but it is worth the pain every single time. The joys, the effects, the lasting effects far more outweigh the negative effects. It is true. You are going to temporarily lose houses, cars, jobs, opportunities. You are going to temporarily lose these things. They will go out of your life, sometimes instantly, sometimes slowly. It just depends on what is the vibration and the frequency of that situation. So know that yes, it is going to be very painful to lose some of the things that you have grown very accustomed to and being within your life, but know it is for the best of everyone involved if you are ascending into your place of power, because then you can lead from it. You are not questioning yourself. You are not doubting yourself. You are not letting anyone take over your feelings, your emotions. You are trusting your intuition. You are a leader and you are standing strong in that energy, and that is the next phase of your evolution. Do you have any questions?
No, that kind of took me by surprise, all of these things, all this information. I do not have any questions at this moment.
Okay. We will be here. The collective will be here for the remainder of the channel. We will come in and out speaking on what information is going to be channeled through for the rest of the time. So any questions you have, we will be here to answer in the best way that we possibly can. Thank you for your participation in the Earth Project.
Thank you.
Okay, so I don't remember, obviously, word for word what I said. I remember the gist. I remember feeling very powerful. I remember feeling very confident. I remember feeling very grounded. I remember him saying that we are basically not beginners anymore. We've now woken up. We've now actually taught people how to wake up and what to do in the second phase of evolution. And now here we are in that place where we're going to lead the next step in the evolution, and that is being grounded and not being able to be shaken, right?
Right.
Very deep roots into the earth.
Yes.
Okay.
So there's also moments that he was saying about rising in your power, and with rising your power, you can temporarily lose things.
Okay, so let's break that down. Let's talk about that because that is something that sounds scary, right? If we're temporarily losing something, it's not for us at that time. Okay, know that the universe always has your back. The universe is always looking out for you. The universe always only wants what's best for you. It's like having the universe, God, right? Let's think of the universe as God. You have this very loving, kind, generous, passionate, wonderful being, parents, who wants only what's best for you and would never let anything hurt you at all, unless it was for the ascension of everyone involved, right? So temporarily taking people, places, and things out of your energetic system so that both of you can rise into the powers that you deserve to be in, and maybe come back together at another time. Taking that job away from you that you think is your passion and your joy, and just eliminating it so that you can actually find your real joy and your real passion. They hurt in the moment, right? Taking away funds that you had allocated for something else, but when these funds are taken away, you are now driven to do something else where these funds will be allocated plus more, right? They're saying like the universe is so loving and so generous and so kind. Your soul plan is planned so well. Your team is so programmed into your energy to help you that even though these things feel painful in the moment, you have to know, you have to be convinced, and you have to understand that there is nothing that God or the universe or your higher self would ever do to you that was not for the forward motion of your energetic systems. So standing strong and powerful in, even though this is going to be hard, even though this is going to be sad, it's all going to work out for the better. It's all going to be for the better. These people, places, these things are not gone forever. They are temporarily being moved out of the way so that you can focus on your next evolution.
Okay. So if people take longer to stand in their power, what could possibly happen in that meantime before they get to the point of standing in their power? Like, how hard may it be? And like, are they going to be forced to finally do it?
The vibrations will not feel good, right? They won't feel good. You are, again, you're at the next level of evolution, right? We're now trusting our bodies. We're letting our bodies speak to us. So when your body is rejecting something, there is no way that you are able to deny it, right? You now are at the place in your life, in your evolution, in your ascension, in your goddess training, that you are fully in tune with your body, and you 100% completely trust your gut.
That there'll be no way that you could literally deny it and stay in that feeling. You would be forced to end it.
Yeah. You would be forced to move out of that energetic situation for the betterment of everything and everyone involved, right? Because we're coming from our intentions are always love, right? That's another part of we accept that we are love. We are love. We are love. Every move we make is the intention of love. Love is the only thing that matters, right? Love, 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 love. So if we are moving forward with the intention of love and we're still feeling these things in our bodies, then we have to know that this thing is not aligned. No matter what we love, but it still doesn't feel good in my body. So I have to trust my body. I have to trust my body. My body is speaking to me. My chakras are alive. My energetic systems are speaking to me. I'm not just a regular human anymore. I'm now a hybrid. I have activated all of my higher self. I have activated all of my extraterrestrial self. I've activated my soul, right? And now I am living side by side, one-on-one with my soul and my body united as one. And in order to move forward in the way that I need to move forward, I have to trust my body. You know? And it's just the things that you know. I don't want to feel that, and I don't want to know that, but I do feel it, and I do know it. And the longer I take to make the final call or the final decision or the conversation that needs to be brought up, the longer the misalignment can affect really our lives in general, because we can go from being like, I have such a great life, everything's going well for me, to, oh my God, what's going on? Everything is out of alignment. It's like your spine, right? Like you get one thing out of alignment, it throws off your whole spine, right? So until you get that piece back in alignment, it won't flow again. You won't be able to stand up straight. You won't be able to step fully into your power because you're unaligned. You're crooked. More
that makes complete
beautiful
sense.
Analogies that they bring through.
Yeah.
It wasn't food this time.
It wasn't food. Christy loves to use analogies and compare things to food.
It's not me. It's not me. It's they always bring through things that we can align with and understand the most. And I think it's honestly because, like, you made fun of me earlier for always having food references, that they were like, I'll show you, girl.
It's funny. It's funny. But it is easy to understand. I get what you're saying. But yeah, if you're walking around with a crooked spine, you definitely wouldn't feel too good.
No, you wouldn't, right? I think my spine's crooked right now, actually, right? Like it does. I do feel that way. I was watching I was watching a reader on YouTube, and she was literally calling my ass out on everything. And she even said, I think that probably even your neck would be hurting right now. Your shoulders would be hurting. Like, you would be feeling these kind of pains from, like, carrying all of these things that you're not speaking into existence. And I wake up this morning and I'm like, bitch, why you gotta call me out like that? Like, I'm actually feeling every single thing that you're saying, because I'm not living in full alignment right now, you know?
I agree, because I have neck pain, and I can feel my muscles in my neck and my shoulders, and it causes headaches. And
yes.
So and I think they're stress headaches.
Yeah.
So I get a lot of them.
Yeah. So my inside of my mouth hurts so bad right now.
You clench your jaw a lot.
Yes. Yeah. My gums hurt, my teeth hurt, like my jaws hurt, and I give myself a headache. And I don't normally have these symptoms. But again,
when
there's 9 planets. There's 9 planets in Aries. And life is, it's like, they're showing me, like, when you get a massage, right? They're going in on this alignment thing. Alignment, chiropractor, massage. So, like, you're out of alignment, you go to the chiropractor, and you're laying on the table, and the masseuse, the chiropractor is working on you, and he's pushing and pushing and pushing, and you're like, ow, ow, ow. It hurts, yes. It hurts, it hurts. And then all of a sudden, boom, everything snaps to alignment, and you're like, oh. That's how it is, right? That's how life works. Like, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. You're aligned. Boom. There you go.
Everything
You're
is
standing up
again.
straight. Mm-hmm. You're in your alignment. You're doing what you need to do. So, lots of beautiful lessons coming through in this. And I think everyone can relate to everything that we're saying.
Absolutely.
Like, standing in your power, as beautiful as it is. Like, that's one of the main things that we teach here, is standing in your power, being your authentic self. It comes at a loss sometimes, but for the greater good, always. We don't lose things that we weren't meant to lose, right? We will get them back eventually if they are meant to come back to us.
Well, I can tell you this. Oh, you mean the things that you lose?
Yes.
It takes me back to a year ago when I was facing having to make a decision in my life. And I remember the fear and the sadness, and it was a hard decision to make, but everything did work out. You know, everything did come back around, or the relationship came back around, but it came back around in a much better way. It was healthier and
expansive.
And, yes. It's like I made the choice, and I tore my insides out, but it was replaced with something bigger and better. And now here we are. Both of us can relate that we're forced to make a decision, like another life-altering decision, and standing in our power and making a decision to let things go that aren't serving us.
Yeah.
And it brings back fear, because it is hard. It is hard.
Yeah. Yeah, it is hard. That's what they brought through. That was the one thing that they told me. They said astrology and how painful it is to be standing in your power, right? And we don't want to, like, fearmonger, and we don't want to say, like, ugh, your life is going to totally suck when you start standing in your power. That's not it, okay? It's a temporary discomfort. It's like having your spine out of alignment, and then you adjust it. You adjust the frequency. You adjust the alignment. You adjust the things that need to be adjusted. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I'm so glad that I temporarily had to go through that discomfort. It was temporary. It didn't stay. It wasn't permanent. It was just temporary. And now I can see how all of it had to happen so that we can come to this beautiful place right here where we're aligned and in the same frequency.
I know. And it's doing it with blind faith.
Ugh.
And it's knowing that everything is going to turn out okay, but it's getting through that final push. Like the moment where you're like, okay, I'm done. This needs to end.
Yeah.
And you don't want to hurt people. And it's like if other people
or
are
make
involved.
Wrong decisions,
or make wrong decisions.
Right?
Or do it too fast.
Yeah.
Do it in the wrong way. Create, a big, problem. Like,
yes.
you don't want to.
And because of the planetary alignments, sometimes we make rash decisions. So we have to make sure.
Exactly, but when you're already confused, and it's hard to know if you're doing it right, if you should be doing it now, when should I do it? I mean, you already feel it changing your body. I mean, we already feel that gut feeling like, I know I'm like sick to my stomach. I know I don't want to do this. You already feel that uncomfortable feeling inside of you. So you know that the decision has to be made, but it's when do you make the decision? How do you make the decision? How do you bring it to the other people's?
How do you know it's not coming from like an emotional place? How do you know you're making the right decision? Maybe we should ask these questions.
Yes.
And maybe we should channel those
because how do you know it's not coming from a place of like laziness, not wanting to do something, or if you're just coming from an unhealthy, maybe a trigger, maybe something, a wound? How do you know when it's actually something that you need to change?
What's the actual question? How do you know when it's emotions, and how do you
I know it's being detailed and being like direct, and I'm trying to figure out the right question. Then it's like, how do you know if you're asking the right questions?
Hang on, let me just tune in and see if they can do it without us trying to. They're saying, yes, we do understand what you're saying. And they're saying like fear is a big one. Fear is like a very loud roar, okay? Fear is a loud roar. So if you're hearing roar, fear, 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 know that that's probably not the right decision that you need to make, okay? But if you're feeling like roar, I feel confidence, I feel expansive, I feel like this is like, I know that this decision will hurt temporarily, I can see that, but I can also see the freedom that is being illuminated with that decision. They're saying like, pay attention. It's really in your body. It is in your body. It's learning to trust your body and learning that fear out of lack is not something ever that we should pay attention to. Fear out of lack, fear around not having enough, fear around not having someone, fear around loneliness, fear around lack, fear around scarcity, fear around not being enough, not having enough. That fear needs to be eliminated, and we never pay attention to that at all. Fear around expansion, something we need to pay attention to. If you're afraid that, oh my God, this big giant world is opening up for me and I'm scared and I'm scared and I'm scared, go into it. But if you're fearful of like, I'm not going to have enough money and I'm not going to have a relationship and I'm not going to have any friends, blah, 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 that's fear. That's the fear that we need to eliminate.
So if you're feeling that fear centered around the decision that's making you feel yucky, like you know that this isn't good for me, if you're feeling that fear associated with standing in your power and eliminating those feelings, then don't pay attention to fear, just do it.
It's where does the fear come from? Is the fear coming from lack? Or is the fear coming from expansion?
Fear is coming from lack.
Yeah. Is the fear coming from staying small, like, or is it the fear coming from expansion?
Okay. Let me get my thoughts together. Okay, so if you're feeling out of alignment and you're feeling like you're not currently, if you're feeling like you're currently in a situation that you don't want to be in and you're not feeling good about it, but you're afraid to end that because you know what you'll lose, like you have fear of losing like finances.
That is fear of lack.
So that's fear of lack. So
don't pay attention to that.
So still stand in power and end it. Okay. But if you're feeling fearful of something that you know is going to broaden your world, like you got this big opportunity, but you're scared of what's going to happen, how it's going to change your life, just, go in and do it and don't let fear. Isn't that kind of the same in both ways?
But one is small and one is big. And we're always trying to expand. We're never trying to make ourselves smaller. Never. That is never. We're never trying to go backwards, right? We're always trying to expand. So if the decisions that you're making are keeping you in a place of lack and fear and fear of losing, fear of going away, fear of these things, that's what we need to get away from. We need to go and move into the fear of expansion. Like, I'm afraid that my life is just gonna blow up and become so good. I'm gonna move in that fear, right? Let's say, okay, I'll just give you an example in my life, right? Like, I have this big fear of speaking into a group of people, right? Like, I love doing one-on-one readings. That brings me joy. It makes me happy. I never feel fear doing that. But I have this giant fear of speaking in a group, okay? So let's say that someone called me and said, Christy, I have this opportunity for you. I want you to speak in front of a group of 100 people and give them your life story, right? Because I'm scared shitless of that, but it's expansive, I should go for that, right? I should do that. But instead, I could be like, no, they're going to laugh at me. They're going to make fun of me. Like, I'm not ready for this. And I say, nope, right? I'm moving away from that expansive thing. That's two different fears that could cause different reactions in your life. One is a fear of a tower moment, and one is a fear of I'm going to be too big.
Right.
It's too big.
So one is keeping you back, and the other one's keeping you from moving forward.
But both fear.
So, yeah, I mean, I could see your point on that one. Boy, that would be terrifying. But it'd be terrifying in the best way. It's like, it'd be like, oh, my God, but what could come from this? Like,
what could go right? And instead of what could go wrong.
Yeah. And I feel like this situation that I'm currently facing is like, what could go wrong? And I need to move away from that and be like, you know what? It's keeping you back here.
Everyone.
What could happen once I unlock?
It's keeping everyone in this small space because you're afraid to make that big leap. It is keeping everyone involved in that small space. If you were to take the leap, then it would expand the situation for everyone involved. And the potential for everyone to now ascend into a better place is happening because you chose to ascend into a better place instead of doing things out of fear. Like, everyone in the situation has the potential to ascend when you ascend.
Something to think about.
No one is going to ascend and leave people behind that also do not have the chance to ascend. Like, if you're ascending, everyone around you in that little circle in the energetic bubble has the chance to ascend. It's just, are they going to take it, or are they going to react in fear and in trauma and in cycles? Are you going to react in expansive, or are you going to react in the same shit you've always done? What's your choice?
Oh, that is deep, and that is so helpful and useful.
Yeah, for sure. It helps me too. Like, what makes you feel small when you think about it? What makes you feel big? You know, what makes you feel scared and small? What makes you feel big and expansive and roar? You know me. I like to roar. I want to roar. I want to roar.
I love it.
Whew. Okay. I feel us winding down here. So I'm just going to see if there's any last messages to come through. And they're saying, like, no, we think that we've gotten everything covered. We feel like we've delivered what we need to deliver. We don't want to come through with too much information that could be overwhelming. We want to stick to one lesson at a time. And right now that is expansion versus inversion. Where are you going inward? Where are you going outward? Where are you feeling bad fear versus good fear? What points in your life could be elevated that maybe you are not paying attention to due to fear? So, and also they're saying, please just be careful. There is a lot of energetics out there right now. So stand in your power. You're not new at this, right?
Right.
We just had this conversation. Mm-hmm. You're not a newly awakened one. You have been working on yourself. You have been standing in your power. You have been acclimated. You know exactly how this works. So when the energetics of chaos are coming up, being aware and understanding and standing in your root system that you have created for yourself, that's the decision that you need to make, right? We're not beginners anymore. We don't let shit throw us, right? We're strong, we're powerful, we're grounded. We are goddesses, right? We stand in our power, and our roots, they're thick. We're not one of those trees that can just get blown over anymore, you know? Like when the storm comes, we stand strong, and we know, and we are aware, and we pay attention, and we don't make rash decisions. We make sure that we are paying attention to the way that our body, mind, and soul is all functioning and feeling, and we're not outside of ourselves spiritually anymore. We're now combined. We have our soul, and it lives inside of us, right? It's now combined with our body. So we can take our body, mind, and soul, tune into all of them, throw out the monkey mind things that rarely come up anymore. Again, because we're on a new level. We're not the beginners anymore. We're not in kindergarten anymore. We're at the next level. So we have to take the things that don't fit us anymore. We know those crazy mind tricks. They're like, we can just throw those aside anymore, because we now know that our body, mind, and soul is all integrated together. So they should be in alignment together, and just pay attention to the way you feel. Your legs, your stomach, your heart, like what are you feeling? What energetic things are going on inside of your body? Your neck and your shoulders hurt? You're carrying too much. You're keeping too much in, right? You're like, pay attention. And again, I said that I'm struggling with, I'm learning gentleness. Mm-hmm. I'm learning that although it's truthful, things need to be said in a gentle way, because if we are being brutally honest, which is what a lot of people say that they want, I want brutal honesty. They don't really want that. I can assure you, no one in my life wants my brutal honesty. They don't want it, right? They want my gentle honesty.
Yeah.
Because I want to be a safe space.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to be a space that someone comes to and they're afraid to tell me something for fear that I am going to judge them. That is not a safe space. Mm-hmm. So I'm working on a much more gentler version of myself, so that people do feel that I am a safe space and I will not judge you. So gentleness, not this like crazy, I'm a dark goddess and I tell the truth. Like, we've been channeling about balancing out the light and the dark goddess for so long. And again, this is one of those lessons that I was like, I don't need it. I'm balanced. I am fully functioning in dark goddess energy. So this past week and a half, I have started to invite in Aphrodite. I don't know her very well, but I know that she is here to help me balance out not so much of my dark goddess. I need a little bit of that gentle, loving, kind goddess as well.
Absolutely. That's cool.
Yeah, but it's hard because, girl, I love the dark goddess. I love her. She transformed me, like she helped me be the woman that I am today. She awakened so many dark, luscious, beautiful things for me. And connecting to a light goddess scares me a little bit, because I love that dark goddess in me. I lived my whole entire life thinking that the dark goddess was wrong, thinking that all the feelings that I was having and all those things, like being a dark, beautiful, luscious goddess, those are all wrong, right? So now that I'm like in tune with her and I know that they're all right and they're all beautiful and I'm feeling her, I don't want to lose her. Absolutely. But I do want to balance her out, because she does not Lilith doesn't need to be living first inside me, okay? She needs to take a seat. Step back, girl. Step back.
Yeah, balance.
Yes, absolutely. And I feel like that's all I got for this episode. It was a good one.
It is a good one.
We had a good time.
Oh my gosh. Did you see you?
Look how blurry I am. Energetic.
We're sorry, guys. I don't know when that happened, but we see it on the computer now. But that's just all the energy that's surrounding her right now.
Yeah. Okay, right. We love you. Have a great week.
Have a great day.